Welcome to Magic Tale World, where every story comes alive with wonder. Let's open the book and begin our adventure together.
Once upon a time, there was a Velveteen Rabbit, and in the beginning, he was truly splendid. He was plump and cuddly, as a rabbit should be. His coat was spotted brown and white. He had real thread whiskers, and his ears were lined with pinks. On Christmas morning, when he sat nestled among the presents in the boy's stocking, with a sprig of holly between his paws, he looked quite charming. For a while, he lived in the nursery with all the other toys. There were mechanical toys, wise toys, and toys made of wood and tin. The Velveteen Rabbit was a bit shy. He was made of simple velveteen, and he felt he was nothing special compared to the others. The mechanical toys, with their wind-up keys and fancy tricks, looked down on him. They were full of modern ideas and pretended they were real. The fine tin soldiers looked down on him too. They had never seen a Velveteen Rabbit before. Only the Skin Horse was kind to him. The Skin Horse was very old. His coat was patchy and worn, and you could see the seams showing through. He had been in the nursery longer than anyone. He was so old that his brown coat was bald in patches, and he had lost most of the hair from his tail. He was wise, and he knew all about the world of toys. One day, the Velveteen Rabbit asked him, "What is real? Does it mean having things that buzz inside you and a stick-out handle? Real isn't how you are made," said the Skin Horse. "It's a thing that happens to you when a child loves you for a long, long time. Not just to play with, but really loves you. Then you become real." "Does it hurt?" asked the rabbit. "Sometimes," said the Skin Horse, for he always told the truth. "But when you are real, you don't mind being hurt. Does it happen all at once, like being wound up?" he asked. "Or bit by bit?" "It doesn't happen all at once," said the Skin Horse. "You become. It takes a long time. That's why it doesn't often happen to people who break easily, or have sharp edges, or who have to be carefully kept. Generally, by the time you are real, most of your hair has been loved off, and your eyes drop out, and you get loose in the joints and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all, because once you are real, you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand." The Velveteen Rabbit thought it would be wonderful to be real. He longed for it. He thought he might be a little shabby, but he wouldn't mind if it meant becoming real. For a long time, nothing much happened. He was often forgotten in the toy cupboard. One evening, the boy's Nanny Nana was looking for a toy for the boy to sleep with. She was in a hurry. She just grabbed the first toy she could find, and that toy was the Velveteen Rabbit. From that night on, the Velveteen Rabbit became the boy's favorite. He slept with him in his bed, went on picnics with him in the garden, and was his constant companion. The boy would build little tunnels for him out of the bedclothes and whisper secrets into his pink sateen ears. The rabbit was so happy. They played wonderful games. The boy would pretend the rabbit was exploring dark caves under the sheets or hopping through jungles of tall grass in the garden. The rabbit's once plush velveteen coat became worn, and one of his thread whiskers came loose. But he didn't care. He was loved. One day, the boy was very sick. He had a high fever and lay in bed for weeks. The Velveteen Rabbit stayed with him the whole time, snuggled close. The boy held him tight, and the rabbit's velveteen body was a comfort. The boy would talk to him when no one else was there, telling him all about his dreams and his fears. The rabbit listened, and though he couldn't speak, he knew he was helping. He loved the boy so much. During this time, the rabbit's fur became more and more shabby from being held so tightly, and his nose was rubbed almost bare from the boy's kiss. But the boy loved him more than ever. To him, the rabbit wasn't a toy, he was real. And the rabbit felt it too. One day, he overheard the boy talking to Nana. "He's not a toy," the boy said. "He's real." The Velveteen Rabbit's heart nearly burst with joy. The Skin Horse was right. He was real. After many long weeks, the boy finally got better. The doctor said all the toys in the nursery had to be taken away and disinfected to get rid of any germs. Everything the boy had touched while he was sick had to go. Nana gathered up the old picture books, the tin soldiers, and, to the rabbit's horror, she picked him up too. The boy cried and cried, but Nana was firm. "It's an old bunny," she said. "We'll get you a new one." She put the Velveteen Rabbit into a large sack with all the other old things and carried him out to the back of the garden. He was to be burned. The rabbit lay in the sack all alone. It was dark and lonely. He thought of his wonderful days with the boy, the picnics, the bedtime stories, the whispered secrets. A tear, a real tear, rolled down his little velveteen nose and fell to the ground. Where the tear fell, a beautiful, mysterious flower grew, and from the center of the flower stepped a fairy. She was the nursery magic fairy. "Little rabbit," she said gently, "you were real to the boy because he loved you. Now you shall be real to everyone." She kissed the little Velveteen Rabbit on his shabby nose. A strange and wonderful feeling went all through him. His worn-out fur began to feel thick and new. His glass bead eyes felt bright and clear, and his back legs, which had become so limp, suddenly felt strong. He could move them. He could hop. He wasn't a toy anymore. He was a real, live rabbit. He hopped and danced in the moonlight. The nursery magic fairy smiled. "Run and play, little rabbit," she said. "You are real now, for always." The next day, when the boy was playing in the garden, he saw a little brown and white rabbit peeking at him from the edge of the woods. It looked strangely familiar. He saw its soft fur, its twitching nose, and the wise, loving look in its eyes. He didn't know it was his very own Velveteen Rabbit, come back to see the boy who had first made him real. But he felt a warmth in his heart, as if he was looking at an old, dear friend. And the little rabbit, now real forever, hopped away into the woods, happy and free.
Thank you for watching Magic Tale World. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more magical adventures tomorrow. See you next time!